Yes, my people, what you man saying? Yeah, so today's Friday. Well, today's not Friday, but this is for Friday. And if I go on my 1 hour, price is still bullish. We're just still pulling back. Based on my 1 hour, go to my 5 minute. Obviously, price is bearish. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but a lot of people would have probably drawn out the fib from this high. Oopsie. A lot of people would have probably drawn out this fib from this high to this low. Obviously, price didn't pull back or do anything yet. And then the amount I have stretched it out here. Some people may have potentially used this as one, that as their two, this as their three. Obviously, price sweeps ever so acutely, if that's even a word. And then obviously price distributes lower from that sweep. You could say we tapped into this wick fractal here. Had a nice reaction from that, and obviously price now shoots down. But also this area is probably an area of supply and demand. Because when I go down to my 1 hour, we can see that we have a series of up down candles, which is an area of supply and demand. So yeah, so in terms of me being bearish off that and trying to look for a trade, maybe may have been hard to get in, but you had the right idea. So even here again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here you can so here what's it called? You guys can see at the bottom. It's just before my trading time, by like 5 minutes. But this is SBS. You got the sweep. There's no real proper zone. I mean, you can use this area, yeah, if you would like. Is that ideal? Not necessarily, but when we go to a higher time frame, we can see that this is my last up down candle, and even within this series of candles, you have obviously SBS. But even so, entering this, you could potentially enter off a CSS. And obviously you'd enter off a buy stop. Target the lows or whatever you want. Let's just target 2R, see what happens. And then if you let price play out, yeah, so if you let price play out, we'll see in a minute. But we can see how on the 5 minute price is bearish based on the SMA, but on the 1 minute price is bullish. So whatever time frame you're on, you want to be following the SMA on that specific time frame. But obviously for me in this case here, I'll be using a 5 minute. However, if I was using a 1 minute but my bias was bearish, all I have to do is just wait for price to flip. So initially price will need to anyways get below this area here before I can look for anything. So yeah, if I let price play out, yeah, so we've now closed below that low. We're now below the SMA, and we just keep going lower. So if I just go to my 5 minute, this is what price looks like. So again, it's not the cleanest of SPSs, but in terms of having a sequence, I mean, you could say this is SPS model 1 in a way, but you could also say this is just an internal zone from potentially this high to this low. So you could always say that potentially this is a internal zone. We don't quite tap, let me double check. Yeah, so we don't quite tap the 50%, which is cool. We don't always do, but we had a nice reaction from this area here and allowed for price to continue lower. But when you go to a higher time frame, we can see that price is just pulling back until we disrespect this protective low. Price is still technically bullish. We're just in a pullback phase where price might want to tap into this move origin or mitigating move origin and then start making its way higher, or we might disrespect this and we could target this one here potentially. and then we end up having a bigger SPS where that could be my 1, this could be my 2, this could be my 3, wait for seat 4, 5. But I don't make the rules, guys. This is just what the market gives us. We just react to what it gives us. We don't try to always predict. And obviously, if I just close my back testing, this is what price is currently at right now. But that's it from me today, guys. Always remember that victory belongs to the most tenacious, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.